The hustle, and here we go, man. I'm kind of burning out. I'm getting really tired, and today, instead of having some kind of filler just to put a show in, I figured I would just talk about what I'm going through with hustling. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned, and let's get into it. Welcome to another edition of Up and In It. I'm your host, Adrian Babashoff, and if you're new here, welcome as well. If you're wondering what the show is about, it is dedicated to creating a lifestyle design that improves quality of life for planet and people, exploring alternatives to the daily grind, to liberation and independence, moving it from surviving to thriving and living life raw. Oh, today, guys, has just been, well, it's one of those off days, you know, where you kind of, the brain's just got so much going on that we're busy organizing to get ourselves organized. When I say selves, all the voices in my head. So no, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to prepare for the big hustle that's coming here with all I'm a business owner, for those of you who don't know. So when I take about 3 to 4 months out of the year off, the summers usually, and it is the end of September here, and it's time to get back to the hustle. So I'm doing YouTube videos, I'm doing Instagram, Facebook, podcasts. I've got a burlap garden business, which I want to talk a little bit about today, and how that ties in with the hustle. And there's just a lot going on, man. There's a lot. And I'm doing on platforms, I think, you know, I'm doing everything for the Up and In It show on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and podcasts. I'm also doing my internet business on all of those platforms as well for the biodegradable container gardening. And it's the hustle. And I think it's kind of like a few people, like one of them I can think that right now is Gary Vaynerchuk, saying you got to be willing to eat shit for like a long time to get your business. And I think you guys might be interested to kind of see a little bit of documentation, not all documentation, but to see what I have to go through to get where I'm going. I'm not sure if I'm going to be successful. I'm not scared of failure because I've tried many, many things, and I have been successful at some and I haven't at others. And that's the whole point of the show, is to not give a shit what anybody thinks about you for one detail, but to get out there and make something happen and change life around for the better in any way we can. And it takes hustle, it takes dedication. The thing I want to say about the whole meaning of this podcast and everything is that in the beginning stages, it is a lot of work. But I'd like to say all the work I did before, where I didn't go out and do anything, which is continuing now, I don't know how many years. But the work I did on the construction business that I have is seamless now. It's effortless. I've got all these pictures and videos and displays and things to show for my clients, and I've been doing it so long now where I kind of don't even really have to think about it. There's room for improvements, but I'm looking to phase out of it. For those of you who don't know, I have a special needs kid, and I may have to take care of it full time. There's no way an entrepreneur in the construction industry is going to be a stay-at-home dad 100% of the time with a special needs kid. It ain't going to happen. So that's the whole point. That's why I'm so driven, is to be able to take care of my family through an internet residual business. So I wanted to talk a little bit today too about how the hustle and how life can kind of pertain to this burlap gardening system, not the business, but the actual system. So what I'm experiencing, I'll explain it to you guys, is it's biodegradable because it's made out of the jute plant, the burlap sacks, which completely decompose. The beauty of it too is that the baskets that the burlap sits in are made out of galvanized steel, which emits zinc, which is said by Google and scientists and the American Welders Association, is that it's non-toxic. The zinc is what actually keeps the metal from corroding, and that actually helps the soil in turn. So that's kind of the explanation. Except for the drip irrigation, I've eliminated everything with plastic. It's cheaper than root pouches or 5-gallon buckets, all of that kind of stuff that everybody has there, and it's a lot less labor. And that's what kind of the point I want to drive home, is that I've actually done these things. If you can imagine like a swing set or like a frame made out of metal piping, where these baskets actually hang. So this eliminates the problem with mice and rats and slugs and snails and earwigs and everybody else. And also from the top, if you've got insects or birds, which I think I got this morning, it must be, you can actually cover this thing inside of like an aviary kind of thing, or like a greenhouse, where they plastic to keep it warm depending where you're at, or you can use the stuff called agricultural cloth or bug cloth. It's basically like a giant screen that goes over the whole system. And what I'm experiencing though is that I've done almost zero labor, guys, as far as the maintenance goes. That's the trick. That's the goal in life, I think, that we want to do. So I'm not just talking about this burlap system. I'm using it as an example. It took some time to build the wire baskets and everything, and cut the burlap sacks, get them to fit, get the soils and everything, the amendments put together, get the baskets filled up and then planted, and then get the drip irrigation set up. And once everything's hooked up and ready, the system is literally on its own. Except for today, for some reason, something likes my fucking spinach. This is round 2. I think this is like the perseverance of the adventure in growing spinach. Something went in there and just kicked all the dirt up and ate all the seeds. So, but we've got some. I've got a invention for that. Also using burlap. I'll just say it right now. Wrapping the burlap around the outer edge, using that as a net, actually keeps the mice out and the bugs and birds. And I've already been successful with some lettuce. If you guys are interested in this sort of burlap thing, check out the biodegradable C as in the cat, G as in gangsta, basic G all day. Biodegradable container gardening, guys. Check it out on Instagram, Facebook. I'm just getting started out with it, so most of my stuff's on Instagram. But you see how flawless this is. It just starts rolling, and I think that's the point. What I want to do with residual income and internet business is getting everything going, and also organizing my life and figuring out what I can automate in my life to streamline my life. And look at, when you're in the hustle like I am, man, you've got no time for nothing, man. I mean nothing. Every moment of the day is taken. And you literally have to use alarms to set off times. Like for me, I've got at 5 o'clock, I'm like, hey, the alarm goes off, go spend some time with your kids. Spend about a half hour at least before you cook dinner. And then get your dinner cooked, the alarm goes off, spend about a half hour with your dog, grooming her, petting her, loving her. And then the next hour, spending time with my daughter until about 7:30 when I brush her teeth and put her down for bed, and then I go right back to work, guys. Up at 5 a.m. every morning, every single morning. Sometimes up at earlier if I need to. But it's hard, man. I didn't want to just do a filler show. I kind of think that's what this is. I don't know if it's interesting or not to you guys, but please comment. And you guys, if you really like this show, it's a lot of work to do. I don't know if everybody understands the efforts and stuff that we got to do over here, that I got to do. Please subscribe, only if you like it. Like it only if you like it, and let me know that you're out there. And that really gives me some gas to keep making these shows, and it gives me something to look forward to. I'm in the hustle, and I don't have a relationship with a woman. I don't have my friends I talk to every great once in a while. But I don't watch TV, so it's a very lonely place. I could tell you guys that when you're in the hustle and you're trying to make a difference in your life, it is definitely lonely, but it's not forever. As I said, with the roofing, I've actually been spoiled. This is my 6th year in a row where I've taken off my mini retirements for 3 to 4 months out of the year. And I didn't really have the podcasts and the videos and everything. I wish I did, because that way I can have proof of concept for you guys. Because I know there's a lot of assholes out there trying to sell stuff and everything, and I'm definitely not rich. I'm just a hundredaire, or I'd say 1,000aire. I ain't no millionaire. Reminds me of that Jennifer Lopez song. You think I want to ride in your car? I don't. And mine is, you think I want you to ride in my Ford? I don't. Even if you were rich, I'd still think you're a bitch. I don't know, guys. But yeah, trying to get some funnies, trying to get some entertainment. And I probably look like shit for those of you guys watching this shit on YouTube. Like a couple hours of sleep, you get very loopy, man, very loopy. So hopefully that doesn't reflect out in the show. But you guys, that's what I got for you today. The hustle, this is what it looks like, man. You got to do something if you want to get out of the daily grind and escape the rat race. It takes effort. We're not just going to, things aren't going to happen with us just sitting around waiting for them. And I think I see an awful lot of that shit right now. And I think it's sad too to see a lot of people who are measuring themselves up, starting a business or careers or YouTube videos or whatever, and they're comparing themselves to other people who've been doing it for years and getting depressed because they ain't getting results. It takes a long time, guys. It's up to you. That's the thing I think I want to leave with you guys. You're in power to make whatever happens. You work as hard or as little as you want. In the end, it's your decision. There's a lot of things that we don't have control over, like taxes and death and weather and all meteors and things like that. The one things we do have control of is our own lives, what we can do about it, and make shit happen. So as I always say, guys, don't lose your muchness. Carry on the fire. Human up. Live it, love it, own it, and bone it.